Building Noise Marines continues, and my backpacks are done. Well, nearly. Oosh! Oh, saved by Slaanesh. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, in today's Saved by Slaanesh episode, I'm going to show you my backpack conversions. Before that though, if you would like to keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please give me a sub and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so this week I've been working on the Noise Marine backpacks. I've done some more conversion work and I've glued them to the models themselves. I've been working on the Champions Doom Siren backpack, been working on the Icons of Excess and some of the other backpacks as well. So without further ado, let's go table down and have a look at my work. Okay, so first of all we've got the normal guys. These are the guys just holding their sonic weapons, and there's 4 from each unit of 6 in rows there. What I've tried to do is mix up the backpacks in a random order as much as possible. Each unit of 6 will have 2 backpacks with the organ pipes on, which I showed you in the previous video. And then I've got 1 normal backpack in each unit of 6, and then 1 backpack with some form of spike on. Now, me being me, of course, as you know, I love Necrons, so I had to get a Necron into this army somehow. So if you check out this guy here at the top of his spike, he's got a Necron head. How cool is that? That Necron is spying for the Tomb World on this Emperor's Children army. Okay, so here are my 6 champions for my 6 units of 6 Noise Marines. Lots of 6s going on there. I wonder why that is. Right, let's have a closer look at them. Okay, I'm just going to pan through the different conversions as I chat. So yeah, the Doom Sirens there, of course, are those little pieces that I got from the Chaos Vehicle Upgrade Sprue. I didn't have enough of the back section, which was the searchlights. Oh, and a massive shout out to Wizard Wargaming, who very kindly sent me a bag of Chaos bits, including some of those searchlights that I desperately needed. So thank you to Dennis, and please check his channel out, Wizard Wargaming, just there. So yeah, massive thank you to Dennis, definitely check his channel out. Now, as you know, I'm having these units in 6 units of 6, but also I want them in 3 units of 12. And that means that I had to magnetise them. Look at this guy, his guitar is so close to that speaker, he must be getting really bad feedback. I bet that hurts. Alright, coming down to this guy holding his guitar in the end. This is a magnetised one. Now I do have 1 more Doom Siren for his backpack, but I'm waiting for a backpack to arrive. Daniel Grant has very kindly sent me one, so I'm just waiting for that to come and then I can finish his conversion. And finally, right on the end. Okay, I'm just going to show you the back of these guys and also the magnet work that I've done. Okay, so I won't show you all 3 of them because they're all the same, but basically I drilled out a hole in his backpack. I had to get quite a nice powerful magnet in there, so it was a 3x2mm magnet. Had to drill out quite a big hole and just cover up some of the damage with some green stuff there, but very simple to do. And I put in some N52 magnets just to make sure that it's nice and strong, because I don't want this backpack to be sort of flopping around, and that is a really strong connection. And of course I put a magnet into a normal backpack as well, so that I can pop that on, and of course his arm comes off and I can pop on his normal sonic gun just like so. So now he's a normal Marine if I need him to be so. Okay, so that's those guys. Now let's have a look at the icon bearers. Okay, so before I show you the icons that I've done, do you want to have a chat about the model that's going to be bearing the icon? So of course the champions have those big Doom Sirens on their backpack, so they can't be holding it. And I decided that you probably would want the icon on a guy that's going to die last. And I'm assuming I'm going to keep the big heavy weapon, the Blastmasters, alive for as long as possible. So I've given them the Icons of Excess. Now I don't 100% know if that's the right decision, so I'd be really grateful if you could give me some feedback on that, whether I've made the right decision of putting the icon on the Blastmaster guys. I can't really get them on the champions because of their backpack situation already, but I think the heavy weapons A would look good, and B, seems to make sense from a gaming point of view. However, if you say different, it shouldn't be a problem. These other backpacks are only glued on with super glue, so I should be able to rip them off and change them over if you think it's necessary. Let me know in the comments box below. Okay, so on to the icons of excess. Now in the last video I was talking about my idea of using these sections here from the vehicle upgrade sprue. I've glued two together, so this is the type of thing that I was talking about, and then I was thinking about having a little pole and then using one of these old school backpacks for the icons. So I think it would be quite cool to have some old school backpacks in the army and also make them a little bit different. However, the general consensus from the comments back that I had was that that just wouldn't be excess enough. And I have to admit, after seeing all of the other backpacks now in the army, I must totally agree with that. So I've come up with a new design. Okay, so the icon of excess, I wanted to keep my idea. I really liked the idea of using that vehicle section, but I've added to it. So tell me, is this excess enough? Look at that! I'm really liking this. It is pretty tall, but why not? It's supposed to be excessive, right? So I've still got my design in there, that little plate with a face on. I think it looks really cool, and effectively I've got a pole going all the way up to the Slaanesh symbol at the top. Now I have managed to make myself that one plus two more, so that gives me 3. Okay, so that's my 3 main icons of excess, and I'm going to use them when I'm using the Marines in 3 units of 12. Now these banners are not glued, the holes are just drilled out and the poles are just pushed into place. They're really secure. It means for storage I can take them apart and store them easy. So I need to come up with a solution for the other banners. I don't have enough bits here to make 6, and to be fair I'm not sure I want 6 exactly the same. So I'm going to do a similar design but a little bit different, and they can represent the other 3 icons if I use the units in units of 6. So I'm still going to use the old school backpack like so, and I still want to use one of these little plate things. I think that's the key thing with my icons of excess, is those have to be in there. And then I was thinking of having something slightly different on the top. I came up with a few different ideas, potentially like this double pole on the top. It does look a little bit odd though, with a single pole just at the bottom there and a double pole at the top. Obviously these look like the pole is going right the way through this piece and up to the actual Slaanesh symbol, and it looks a little bit odd, so I'm not 100% convinced by that. So I potentially might use this little chaos star, and then it will just look like the pole's going all the way through. It's not going to be quite as elaborate as these, however I think with this section on there you'll be able to see that it's the icon. And the chances are, to be fair, certainly at the moment in 8th edition, I'm probably going to be using these in bigger units rather than the 6 units of 6. So yeah, let me know what you think of my conversions for the icons of excess and all the other work. I've still got to finish these off. I'll wait for some of your feedback before I do that. I've also got to do the other champion once the other backpack comes in. And then after that, the only thing that will be left to do are the shoulder pads, the heads, and any other little details I want to do. I'm going to put chains and stuff on there. Beam me up!